go a little bit outside your job description. Leaders and high value individuals are people who bring new thinking, new ideas to the table. Your job is to change behavior and decisions of a company. That requires a very different type of person and motivation. And some people who join market research functions, they don't want to do that. They just want to do the work, right? Sure. And so my advice, if they want to be me someday, is go work for a research firm and become a head of a research firm. Otherwise, you got to get in this and become a change agent inside the company. And it can start very small by influencing your brand manager, influencing the CMO, influencing someone in sales. We've learned a lot about behavioral economics in the consumer, but we haven't really applied it to how we engage in our own organization. How you talk to your CFO is different than how you talk to a CMO. You have to be able to know how to do that so they'll take you seriously. It is about leadership skills, which is, I think, influencing skills and having influence, trust, and credibility is part of leadership. Are you leading and influencing? So definitely need to get more organizational savvy, understand how politics works, and practice it. And get outside your comfort zone. It's not fun, but the shocker for most insights people is career conversations are often happening when you're not in the room. And they're asking, is this person a leader? Is this person, ready? And they're not talking about your functional skills. They're talking about your leadership skills. Performance and doing your job well is number one. I mean, you have to show that you can perform and do your job well. So learning that functional, technical, whatever skills you need and being great at them is really important. That's like table stakes. Even then, go a little bit outside your job description. Leaders and high value individuals are people who bring new thinking, new ideas to the table. And that might be beyond what you're currently working on. So for me, I happen to love reading and content, and I read about the fashion industry and the music industry, and I can start to connect dots. Like, oh, what they're doing over there sounds something like if we adapted that, we could do that here, fast fashion, whatever. What does that look like here? And you can start to bring new thinking and ideas, and you become a highly valued, trusted advisor. Again, it's proving yourself and adding value. It's always about adding value. For the research supplier side, again, it's how do you become a trusted advisor, a true partner versus a vendor. And you probably can't do it with every client, but there's probably clients you probably need to go double down on. And I know the pressure of how expensive things are and your pressure to grow your margin, which means you often want to automate, systematize, have a product that you can offer lots of people. You have to be business savvy. You have to understand the business problems to solve for your client, not just waiting for the RFP. First, I would tell myself to get out of your own way. I spent way too much time doubting my abilities. I had extreme imposter complex. I started reading academic journals and going to every conference, and especially the academic ones, MSI, and I just was able to then start having conversations with the top academics on the latest thinking in marketing. And I knew the fundamentals and the principles. I'd say I could hold my own with any professor now, but I had to do that myself. So because of that, I would have loved to have just spent less time doubting and in that anxiety of, am I good enough? And just said, go for it. Yeah. One thing when I start to doubt myself, and it even happens now, I say to myself, if not you, then who? And you quickly realize there's no one else that knows as much, that has the experience as much, that has as much data, that has as much insight. You have to be the one. So, I can remember many times I'd be in a meeting and I'd say, shoot, I knew that last year. I knew that was going to happen. Why didn't I speak up? That mindset shift of I'm not about providing research. I'm about driving decision making.